Hi there, my name's Lena Gilles. I'm the National Development Officer for Dyslexia Scotland. So a big part of what we do is to help people with dyslexia reach their full potential, giving people information, telling them about different support that they can get, what kind of help is available for children and adults with dyslexia. We don't have particular set targets in terms of numbers that we hope to achieve each year, but we do have in our plan, we try and do around 3 or 4 roadshows every year in Scotland in different parts of the country, just to meet people, to give out information. Our approach in the past with the roadshows has been to just have one venue on one day. So that has its limitations in terms of you're only in one venue, you can't move around. We hadn't really considered mobile delivery just because we hadn't thought of it. I don't think there are many organisations in Scotland that do this type of mobile roadshow type event. What we wanted to achieve with this campaign was really the same as our other traditional roadshows, was to get out there, get good information out to people. We wanted to try and speak to as many people as possible and to raise awareness amongst as many people as possible, and I think we did achieve that. We used a working on wheels van to go up to the Western Isles last August. So we went up to Lewis, Harris, Benbecula, Uist and across to Skye. So we saw well over 250 people at these events because we had people coming onto the van, and we also had talks at some of the venues that we were at.
Having a really busy week speaking to lots of parents and teachers who've come on board the bus to find out more about dyslexia.
I think undoubtedly the biggest advantage was that thing of driving across right the way through Scotland with your logo all plastered all over the side of the van. It's something that's a wee bit different, it's quirky, people can jump onto the van, they might be more likely to come to that rather than come to a meeting or something. Also that whole thing of, there were a lot of people who came on and said, never heard of Dyslexia Scotland, might be dyslexic, think I've got a couple of questions, and I just saw the van and just thought I'd come along and see you. We had quite an unusual experience when we were in Lochmaddy, which was pretty deserted really, and we were in a hotel, and there were a group of guys there, and they were fishing, I think they were, and anyway we had to kick them out of their room because we were using it for a meeting, and it turned out that 2 of the people in that group were dyslexic.
I was diagnosed last year at the grand age of 64 as having dyslexia. Explained an awful lot of the things that I've struggled with.
It means that you can get to rural areas, which is really important. Not everybody can go to meetings, or not everybody is near towns and cities. So that's, I think, one of the major advantages of the van.
I work locally up beside the school. We're not many people here, not that many people here. And this is a great way to let people actually hear about and understand and get information and chat to the very helpful and informative staff who are at the roadshow.
The staff at Working in Wales were great. I worked mostly, for the last trip, I worked mostly with the General Manager, Lindsay, who was really brilliant. The costs for running a tour for a week were, I would say, quite reasonable, but it is, it's an investment that you have to be able to plan for. We think it's worthwhile, and I think the benefits balance very well the cost. We have decided to do future mobile campaigns. It's worth investing that money in order to do one of our core aims, which is to raise awareness, give people information about dyslexia. So yeah, and it's fun as well. It's something that's a wee bit different as well, which is always nice.